Hi, dear Cancers. This is a reading for you. First reading of the year 2020. Wishing you all a very happy new year. May all your wishes come true. And here we begin checking the energies for January 2020. And let's see, I've already shuffled the cards. We'll do the Celtic, and I'll just give it one more cut here. And we will begin the reading. Let's see what is lining up for you for the year, not the year, yearly readings I've done for 4 signs. Let's see if I get time, I'll do for more. I think Cancer I've covered already, probably. I'll have to check. Now here we'll begin for checking the January reading. This is your current energy, and we have the Justice. All right, so which means that the current energies for the month January is that you will find that things are balancing out. It's the Justice, meaning that things are becoming fair and balanced, and you are also coming into balance with this yin and yang balancing out. That means the masculine and feminine energies but within you, which we all have, is coming into the balance, and that's the right state to be in. So you're coming to the right state in the month of January. And just give me 1 minute. So that is the energy you are coming. Let me just put my phone on silent. Just give me 1 minute. Just a sec, guys. Okay, now here, as I was saying, that things are coming into balance, and that's the beautiful energy. And this is about also, if you have a court case or anything which you're dealing with, that also could be this kind of a scenario with some of you. May not be for all of you, but then for some of you. But it's a major arcana. It's also very beautiful. You could be connecting with a Libra as well. And let's see what are the underlying energies. What is the underlying energies of the things? So the underlying energy we have is the Queen of Swords. All right, so let's see what Queen of Swords has to say here. It's a card which is the which is kind of associated with your mental space. And Queen of Swords is very cutthroat, very on the face, aligned with the truth. And your underlying energies are that's how you are. And that's how you want things to be coming into the balance. So Divine is saying that things are coming into the balance, and that is the result of all the truth which needs to be revealed, and all that, because it's the underlying energy. So if there's anything hidden underneath, which is regarding the truth, the balance is surfacing with that coming onto the surface. And that is that's like lighting your soul, lighting yourself, and you will be able to emit so much of light after that. And that's happening. So you are becoming the light being. You are becoming that the one who you are, the carrier of light, and you will become the beacon of light for others as well. And all of that would be the energies are unleashing, because truth is unfolding and coming onto the surface. And that's the need of the hour as well. And Divine is saying that's the need of the hour, and that needs to be done. And that might kind of cause some conflict in the environment, but that's fine. That's something which the power will be given for you to be able to manage that. And you will be able to deal with all that with great sensitivity, with the intellect which you carry, and you will be able to execute all that with wonderful outcomes. Though we will see what the outcomes come up in the card, but I'm just kind of saying what I'm getting. And here you will be able to, Divine is saying that things will be made very clear to you, and in your mental space you'll be able to process almost all that which needs to be processed, so that and that's what is resulting that balance in your environment. And these could be the underlying energies, and this is kind of happening under the surface right now. Here let's see what is what is what is crowning. And what's crowning is the 10 of wands here. So you might be feeling burdened with the almost all of this coming to the surface, and you might feel that you're not ready, but then you are, because it's coming to the end. It's the 10 of wands. That is like, the 10 is like the completion. Whatever burdens you've been carrying on your back, which is breaking your back, is coming to the finality, and you'll be able to you will be able to let go of all these burdens, which you could have done before as well. However, everybody is going through a cycle. We all have our learnings, we all have our lessons to, and hence that was, you were not ready to let go those burdens before, but now you will be able to release those burden, and it's the final few steps which you might feel the burden or the pain for, but then it's coming to an end. It's coming to kind of that completion stage. You're touching that line, in that completion line is what I'm sensing here. So that's really nice, because after 10 becomes the ace, and that's like the new beginning. After completions comes the new beginnings, and those new beginnings should be aligned with the balance, because that's what your current energies will be like. But then you might are going to feel this burden in the month of January a bit. You need to, but that's not a major arcana. The major arcana is here in the middle of this, in the current overall energies which you will be experiencing. And this also could be the experience which, this also will come into your experience, because this is also the crowning energy. What you don't see and what you don't sense is this underlining energies which is happening. It's like behind the veils, right? So let's see what's in the past, in the recent past or in the past. Again, another major arcana we've got. It's like a resurrection. Things which you felt were buried and done with did come to the surface. Maybe there are some things which you kind of thought that you did not want to deal with it. You kind of kept putting it deep somewhere in you kept locking it away and keep burying it deep down. But nothing really goes buried deep down. We have to deal with things. We have to deal with things like a hero. And those things are coming into the surface. Divine had to bring those things forth. And in the recent past, you felt it could be in the form of memories. It could be in the form of people. It could be form of something which you kind of thought that is not part of you anymore is kind of coming to the surface. And it's like resurrection. It's like divine is kind of raising people from dead, and those things which you felt dead, it could be the ex coming back, it could be anything, and you have to deal with it so that you can let go of things, and you can connect with your higher self and become. So that's what you kind of felt in the past, and it's a major arcana. It's kind of things coming into the balance as well, because things had to come into the balance. Whatever had to be let go or released in your own self had to be kind of, maybe some kind of fears which you didn't want to deal with, and you kind of kept pressing them down. So those had to come around so that you can deal with it, so that it can come to the surface and then move out of your life for good, so that it doesn't have to keep resurfacing again and again, and you don't have to live those dreadful moments again and again. It's like once and for all, deal with it and it's out. And so that things are coming into the balance. So that was the past energy, and things are pretty much into the balance now, and that's what you will sense in the month of January 2020. Now let's see what is lining up in the near future. And can you believe it, guys, you are getting surrounded by major arcana. So in the near future, in the you might face it in anything between 2 to 4 weeks, or it could be anything in the month of January as well. It depends. I don't want to give timelines here, but then in the near future, what your desires, your dreams, your deep soul desires are coming into fruition, and it's going to be bringing in forth so much. It's a result of the balance which you're kind of establishing within yourself, and it also is bringing forth further balance in your life, because this is what your soul desires, this is what your soul wants, and this is so healing. This is so connecting with your deep inner self, and that's so healing. That's like finding peace deep within and finding that jewel, and when you hold it, you find so serene, pure, calm. That's the kind of thing which is happening, and that's what the result of those desires coming into fruition here. And this is the star card. This is so beautiful, and this is about healing, which in the past, if you felt the towers were breaking, if you felt that you were deep within breaking, all that part which you probably would have felt in the past as well. It's, though it's not a tower, but I'm sensing the energy. This is a very good part. It's a very positive card. All these cards are very positive, but I'm giving you messages as I'm sensing what's coming forth, right? And now with this, you felt the pain, and now you're coming into that healing space, and you're so connected with your soul in this now that you know what your soul wants. You want to put forth those desires out into the manifestation, and it's coming forth into the manifestation because you are believing in them, because your soul is wanting and asking you to believe in the truth of, in the truth of that deep inner knowing. And that is kind of anyways happening under the surface. Divine is saying that, yeah, the truth had to be comfort. Now here you are aligning the truth of your soul and the desires of your soul. And that's really wonderful out there. And beautiful and reading so far, guys. Cancer, you can see that all the major arcana is the way it's lining up. I'm sorry. Really happy to see this for you guys here. Now here, let's see what is how you're dealing with the entire thing. And we have got another card, though minor arcana, but it's a card of balance. It's like earlier, if you did not take responsibilities of, if things were not in balance, if you do not take responsibility, or other person, or the situation felt imbalanced, you know how to bring that balance back now. Because you're learning the art. It's a major arcana, and in the environment, you are learning to balance things so beautifully in the material world, and that's really, really nice. Now let's see what is the external environment. And we have Four of Wands, the stability. You can sense that the external environment is stable. It's very and also okay, and it also could mean that there is some commitment which either you are ready to make or you are ready to receive, because it also is a card of marriage, higher commitment, support system. So here you are finding a very much protected, supported, and it is, yes, from the divine, because we've got this major arcanas around there, and you are also getting that divine connection, which is, as you can see, that as the stability is what you're sensing is out of the divine connection, and it's coming forth on the material, because we are kind of seeing that balance being made into the in the material world with the pentacles around there. So this is really wonderful. Your external environment is beautiful. Now let's see what your fears or hopes are. Right. So your fear is that if you speak your heart out, how will that be received? Do you take that message ahead, or you don't? And how will, if I kind of offer all the truth around in the situation, it could be an individual, it could be, howsoever it resonates, but then you're presenting the truth. How will that be perceived? Will you lose it all? Will you get it all? How will it be? So that unknown is what is kind of disturbing you, and you're not sure. But what you're hoping is that, yes, you're offering with your whole innocence. You can see that how it's been just offered. Look at the kind of this card here. It's like, and it's all I'm sensing with the throat chakra. It's the truth and the confidence. You're hoping that you'll be able to deliver it with confidence. You'll be able to take it forth. And these are all fears, because this is not the truth. But then if you fear something, you create it. If you just need not to stay in that energy for long, and that's what you're fearing, and you're hoping things will be received well. What is the potential outcome? We have the Chariot, and that's your card. And this is like the fire and the the water and the Cancer and the Sagittarian energy getting pulled together. So this is the Chariot. This is a movement, and this is about also the moon cycles, the way the alignment is happening. We underwent the eclipse on 26th, and planets are aligning very beautifully, very differently. A lot of major things are happening in the year 2020. Like after 30 years, Saturn is going to the Capricorn, its own house. That's happening on 24th. So well, I'm not an astrologer, but then it does interest me a lot. And here is the movement. So this is a positive movement. Things are moving into the right direction. You will be asked to move, and you will also see that things are moving. We are surrounded by major arcanas in this reading: 1, 2, 3, and fourth one. That's really nice, because with Chariot as an outcome, this also is a card for you, as we said that as we say that Cancer is what this card depicts. So this is a movement around things, a positive, nice movements. So that's beautiful. Now let's see what are the further messages we have. Okay, we've got the soulmate. So there is somebody you're connecting with, very strong soul connection which you sense with that person. Either you're coming in connection with such a person in the month of January, or you already know this person, or you may be meeting this person for the first time, but then you already share a very strong connection with this person. So this is soulmate energy which is coming in. So twin flame, soulmate, howsoever you want to call it. But then somebody you are connecting with this deep sense, and you are realizing now that this is the person, this is the soulmate, or the person you share the deep connection with. And here we've got another card. I'm not taking any more. Let's see what this card is about. So if you are kind of worrying about how this will be, if any of those fears which are lingering on for you, because otherwise the reading is very positive, prayer will help this situation. So if you're not sure how you kind of going to deal with the entire bit, or if you have a little bit of doubts here and there with the 10 of Wands and with the some amount of fears which you're dealing with, then do call upon Archangel Michael for help, and do extend those prayers so that they can be answered. Yes, all the prayers do get answered if we don't block them. So believe that whatever you're asking for is delivered in the moment you ask, and it's given. And pray with that faith, with that trust in divine. And let's see some messages from this heart deck as well. I just really like this deck. We've got one card, and yes, beautiful card. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. So that's like a confirmation, so you can thank. So like if you were asking for something, it's like you get it, yes. But if you're specifically in love, if you were asking something, then this is a confirmation, then it's given. So give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Do you need anything more, any more confirmation? This is so wonderful. Now to close this reading, I'll just get one guidance message from angels for whosoever is watching this reading. It could be a cross watcher, or it could be a Cancer. This message is for the person who's watching this reading. A guidance message for the month of January 2020. We've got one card here. Let me see what the message is. Communication. So because that's a card which we got for communications, you're fearing some communication, so don't fear it. There's a further communication card which we've got here. The angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. When you speak from heart, others feel the resonance of truth and trust you. Talk positively, focus on the good in life, and you will feel happier and healthier. Communication is a two-way process. Listen with interest and respond openly. This will improve all relationships. Communicate constantly with source. So that's another message that you need to, because prayer is one way to communicate, right? Communicate constantly with source using prayer, which is asking, and meditation, which is listening. So you're asking through prayers, but then you also need to receive it, right? And that's you receive through meditation. That's when you listen. Always keep channels of communication open. Be a bridge to others' hearts and minds. Ask your angel to step into your aura and communicate in a higher way through you. I communicate clearly and honestly, and that's the message for you, my dear Cancer. And I so appreciate for all those who've subscribed to my channel. If you feel that if you appreciate what I do, please do subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you so much for all the comments, for all the sharing, and all the donations, and whichever way you feel guided to support this channel. Thanks a lot, and wish you once again a very happy new year, and take care and be happy. Bye.